Well, my name is Angela Castro. I'm a student, and I'm doing my observational practice at English 1 because the school I supposed to go I didn't call to go to the institute, so I'm doing the observational participant with English 1 here at the UNAD.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay. So my name is Marcela Bermudez. I'm doing the observational practice in Amigo Angel with the students between 12 to 19 years old. Yes, that's it.
Okay. My name is Viviana Garcia. In this moment, I almost in the practical observation. I was in an institution, public institution, that is called Colegio Eduardo Santos, here in Soacha, Cundinamarca. So the experience was very, very interesting.
Okay, so let's go to the questions. So first one, did you perceive that the teachers planned every class, or she rather improvised in the sessions? Is that planning or improvisation successful or not? Explain why.
Okay.
So
Excuse me, Viviana. Viviana, no, sorry, Angela. Don't forget to put your camera. Remember that your face has to appear in the video.
Yes, my camera is
Don't put the turn on.
What?
Sorry, don't put to turn on your camera. But I can see you. You can see her.
Yes.
Oh yes, I can see. I can see Angela.
Because I only see her picture, so I thought, okay, sorry about that.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Okay, keep going.
Must be the internet or something.
Yeah.
Well, so the first one question again: did you perceive that the teacher planning every class, or she really improvised in the sessions? Is that planning or improvisation successful or not? Explain why. Well, I start. I just I already saw just 2 classes at English 1, and I can see that the teachers they planned the work class, and it's very successful because the students get to participate, and the teachers, well, they have these all the teachers have like a PowerPoint presentation, and that tool is really helpful when they are like explaining a skill or an activity. So next one.
Okay, so yeah, so I can say that the teacher plans very well the lesson. She has a word page where she has notes in order of the things that she is going to do during the lesson. Things like the grammar that she's going to explain, exercises, videos, game, presentations, and the questions that she's going to ask to the students.
Wow, it's very interesting because in that place the professor are English teacher, yes?
Yes, to be honest, I am with 2 other classmates, and we are in charge of doing the lesson. So we haven't seen any teacher yet doing the lesson, you know. So we have to plan the lesson, and we have to teach. You see?
Okay.
So I haven't, to be honest, I haven't had the opportunity to see like a proper, to watch a teacher how to teach a lesson. So we have,
Okay.
so I see my classmates, and also I see my, I talking by my own experience as well.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I get it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because I ask you that because in my case, in that institution, the professor is not the English teacher. So they teach all the
So
topics
big.
that they don't have any experience in teach English. So in this point, I can say that I notice that the teacher sometimes plan the class because she usually repeats the lesson. She is the old teacher, so she use the all English methods on all methods with all things that they teach. So so she follows the guide that the school give to the professor as a syllabus with all the context.
But does she speak English or she doesn't speak English?
She doesn't speak in English.
Mm,
Okay.
No.
okay.
So in this
So
case,
Well,
I help her to explain the children's the topics in English because she doesn't have any experience about it.
okay.
okay. That's interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Different
Let's
What?
experiences.
let's go
Yes.
with the second question.
The next
What
one.
pedagogical skills do you highlight of the English teacher? I have to say that, well, in the two classes I have seen is the speaking skill. I mean, the teachers really speak very well. They use English language frequently, permanent, and they really make them understand to the students. And they try um, to explain, not in Spanish, but with English, but with some words, with simple words to the students. And they really try to not use Spanish. So I really highlight that skill is speaking English and the limited use of Spanish.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so the pedagogical skills I highlight of the teachers that are my classmates and me, of course.
Yes.
The patience, the commitment, and also one of my classmates, her skill to make students understand, the skill to know how and when to provide feedback, and the skill to make sure that all the students learn the same topic, taking in account that some of them have different ways to learn. Yeah.
Okay, it's very
Yes.
important because you have developed experience in that side.
Yeah, but it's because it's because I teach English. Actually, I teach English for beginners now.
Okay.
So I had like now is that second experience. So that is why. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Okay.
great.
In my case, she is an English teacher. She use master method all time. She is not very creative and her classes do not have didactic activities. She is not very creative, no have didactic activity. On the other hand, I want to highlight the teacher that she encourage her students to be the best every day. She give them a gift when they do their homeworks correctly.
Okay. So one positive thing then.
Yes, almost one positive thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well that's important. She's doing
Motivated
something
student.
about that.
Yes, she really focus in mathematics and Espanol too. But the others is no is really short. The time is very short to dedicate to the students.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's next question. What were the general attitude of students towards the English class, their teacher, and classmates? Why do you think that happens? Well, by my side, I have to say that the teacher attitude it's is really great. I mean, they try to um, educate the kids with using just English language, and they do it with a positive attitude. They are always encourage the students to participate, and that's I think that's really important. The way they talk, the way they speak are also important because they feel confidence about what they are teaching. And about the students, well, some students are very shy because it's English one, so some students are very shy about speaking because they think that maybe other students will laugh or something, but and they don't always participate. But the cool about the teacher is that they encourage the students and 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 make that they participate and make them feel comfortable with the class, like you are in a safe space. It's okay if you make a mistake because it's English one, and all of them is here for learning. So I think it's very important, that attitude.
Yeah. Okay. In my case, the students' attitude toward the English class vary. Some of them are very excited about learning a new language. They ask questions, they want to interact all the time, they want to speak all the time, but the rest of them are a bit quiet. So the teacher has to make sure that they participate as well and encourage them used to talk a little bit more during the lesson, you know. So it's you know what happened with this lesson is that, for example, I try to encourage them just to take notes, to have their notebook and to take notes about everything. But because their parents they don't pay for the lesson, so they don't care much. You know, it's a shame, you know. But anyway, it's how it is what it is at the end of the day. And anyway, so and the teacher attitude, we try used to be very calm, to encourage them to learn and to be very creative in every lesson. You know, we try used to make games to try to catch the attention of them. You know, so that way maybe they feel more motivated to learn English.
Well, I think that's very important. I mean, your students are really interested the learning of a second language, in this case English. So that's is very important because right now they are like understanding that learning a second language is very important. It's very important because we can have more opportunities, professional opportunities, study opportunities, even if life opportunities. So that's is really important.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, Marcel, I want to ask you the what grade is the are you talking about?
My students are, I said to you before, is between 12 to 19 years old. So I don't know. I think they like in secondary school, most of them. you know?
Yes.
Yes.
So I always try to say, hey guys, please take notes, bring your notebook, but also because it's a virtual interaction, you know, they don't want to show their faces. So it's more difficult to teach like that because you don't know if they really taking notes, if they are paying attention, you know? So,
Well,
Yes.
I
and then,
think they maybe are doing that because if they participate and all that, they understand that it's needed that to take notes, that to practice by themselves. So they need that practice to improve their skills.
yeah. So what about
Yes.
you, Viviana?
I think yeah, I agree with Angela because it's more easy, it's easier because in this case, in the grade that I was second grade, so the student all time want to play a game. They are very crazy. They run over the classroom. I know. So the students have a good attitude towards the teacher and follow her the rules. They pay full attention to her class and like to participate. They really want to learn a second language, but they don't understand as well that yeah, really is the English language to them. So I think that it's important that the teacher maybe try to speak more in English because the age that they are is properly to introduce the second language.
How old are they in general? Like what ages?
7 and 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, because that age for me is really nice. I got a student, she's 7 years old, and I love her. She's very clever. She really is. Sometimes she got a little bit distracted, but she has learned a lot. She's very intelligent. She catch the things very quick, you know? So that age, as you said,
Very
is perfect
quick.
to start learning English. Yeah.
Okay.
That's that's true.
Okay. Next question. Do you consider students learn thanks to the teacher skills? Why or why not? Well, for my case, I think that they do for both sides. Teacher skills, maybe that for by themselves, because the teacher is like a mentor, like a leader, so they can encourage them to practice, to speak, to participate, and that like Marcela said, that motivates them. So that's it's important to have a teacher, to have a mentor that can you feel where can you feel safe, and that, and of course by themselves it's important because when we know in class we need to practice by ourselves, and that's important. I think both sides it's really important for the learning of a second language.
Yeah, I agree with you. And yes, I do consider that students learn thanks to teacher skills due to as a teacher, you have to develop certain abilities that help the students to understand and to learn the language. You know, if you want to have a successful lesson, you have to develop all the skills. You know, it's no easy. I know and I understand when Angela says that some teachers try to avoid to speak in Spanish during the lesson, and they made the students understand in English, and I had that experience, and it's really good. I think it's the way how you learn English or any other second language, any other language in general. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. In my case, I think yes. She is the old professor that likes of methods. She doesn't like technology, but their student girl learn or understand the topic with the master class. These students are with this professor from the first grade, so they know that the teacher is so they get to understand all things that she teach, but obviously the English language, no. No, because she doesn't know, and she doesn't have the knowledge to teach English language.
Yeah, but I think, in my opinion, I think that the fault as well is the school, the director of the school, because they have to innovate, you have to innovate with your teaching, and they have to like ¿cómo se dice? Like take some courses, give give the teacher some courses to innovate and to update all the learning methodologies, I think.
Yes,
Yes.
doesn't happen is a public school. So in this school there are not connection, internet connection. So the student is with limited resources. So they don't have computers in their homes. So she only pay little money to have WhatsApp. So she deliver some activities by WhatsApp, and they um, make the homeworks, and for this same WhatsApp, she send the homeworks. So in the school is very difficult. Maybe when I was there, I try to develop some activities. So there is no internet. Or you have to be creative and use different materials that know anything technological because that's possible. So you can get games, flashcards, other things that you get to cap the attention, the student attention, because the only way is very difficult.
Okay. Oh, well, next question. Will you change anything in the teacher's attitude? What and why? Well, I totally won't wouldn't change anything. I think UNAT teachers are really great. They speak like a native, and they I really have this positive attitude to motivate students to learn. They always they always consider the students. They always there supporting them, supporting us, and they are I think they are good mentors. So I think I will not change anything for United teachers or well the teacher. I mean speaking because I'm at the observational participant and English one. So there are teachers of UNAD from UNAD. So I think they are great.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really good. I think, I think that that's really good. The observational practice that you are doing, Angela, is the practice that, for example, someone like me needs, because I cannot answer that question because, I just can see my classmates, but you know, we are in the same position. We all students, you know, so I cannot say what we have to change, or you know, it's difficult that question for me. You know, we don't know because we haven't seen, or I may be them, but I haven't seen like a proper English teacher from the school, from the I've seen an English teacher because I've been in another learning English, you know, in another places when
Yes.
in schools, but not like a proper observational practice with an English teacher. So I cannot answer that question. I don't know.
Okay, it's valid. It's valid.
Okay, in my case,
I think that you have a lot to say.
Yes,
I will
I
change
think that
for
you could change the teacher, the actual teacher.
yes. You you are luckily. The teacher is lucky to have you.
Yes, yes, that's true. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I will change their position about the use of the technology in class because she has to be the forefront of new technology. So I think she has to change the and open the mind to new methods that maybe make a different class and get the capture or the attention of the children. It's very important.
Okay. Okay. Next, in the case that the students are not very fluent in English, what do you think that happens? Um, well, I think that well, the students need participate in the classes, and they also need to participate by themselves, like empirically. So I think that the students may be not fluent in English because they know they don't develop some tasks from home. Maybe they don't study at home, and that is necessary not only as assisting to the class, but also studying at home. It's important. Watching videos in English, speaking with maybe a friend, or just reading in out loud. So I think it's important to do it by ourselves too.
Yeah, practically, yeah, I agree with you. You know, I think that if the students they want used to improve their English and speak more fluent, they need to put more effort on it, and they have to study by themselves. You know, I tried, as you said, Angela, like I try to watch videos, try to talk to someone in English. But actually, I can say for my own experience that learning English in our country is a little bit difficult because you learn, but you don't have anyone to practice with, you know?
Yes.
It's very difficult. And if you try just to look, you try to watch movies in English, you try to put your mobile phone in English, you know, you try to do, you know, as much as you
Everything in
can.
English.
Yeah, everything. But you go outside, you go to work, you know, and everyone in your house, in your place, everyone speaks in Spanish. So it's quite difficult, you know. But when you have the opportunity maybe to go to another place or to study in a bilingual school, it's different. You go more chance to interact in English, so you can learn more and you can also learn from your mistakes, and you can speak more, and you can, you know, like develop more like that speaking skill that we need, you know. So yeah, I think that you need to put a lot of effort on it.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree with you because you have to practice as much as you can. So is that's true that the Marcela said because you have to create an environment English in your home, in your free time. You have to try to to practice, and for this you have to develop that skills. So with my children, they don't listen anything in English. So they usually are trying to understand grammatical rules. All are explaining in mother tongue. For this reason, they don't learn and develop these skills. Here is very difficult. You get a professor that explain all things in English. So in that school, I was in two grades, in second grade and the 5th grade. In 5th grade, they are more they are in 12 to 13 also, and they don't explain anything in English. So the same thing. The professor isn't the English teacher, so they don't have enough knowledge about English.
Yeah. Yeah, something that was very helpful for me when I was 10 10 was watching movies in English, watching movies, watching TV series, TV shows in English with subtitles, but always in English. I mean, watching movies and o sea, I mean, no matter what kind of movies, but these day movies, I think that's very helpful, very helpful because
Yeah, that's true.
your
Yeah, you're right.
ear gets to that language.
Yeah, get
So
used to the
that's I
language.
think
Yeah.
that's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, next question: which skills does the teacher encourage the most in students? Writing, speaking, listening, or reading? Why do you think she focuses mostly on that or those particular skills and not in all of them? Well, I think by my side in English one, because it's virtual, the teacher encourage the students most of the side of speaking. They always like, please, students, participate no matter if you made a mistake, no matter what, just speak in English. Do not speak in Spanish. If you don't know how to say a letter, a word, a sentence, just try it. Try it without thinking. Just try to speak it in English, and we will see if there's a mistake. We will do something about it. But I think speaking, by my side, I think they speaking, and all of them are important. But I think when you put in a position when you need to speak another language, I mean, you have to do it. Because that way your tongue, your ears gets to that English, to that language. So that is really important. Try to speak, no matter if it's wrong, no matter if the sentence doesn't sound great, but it's important to speak.
Yeah, 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 I agree as well. And in our lessons, we try to encourage a student to we encourage speaking, listening, and reading. But the most important, yeah, as well is speaking, and we always try used to make them to speak, and to repeat and repeat. Used to I always try used to make sure that they understand the correct pronunciation. So I always we play videos during the lesson, and I ask questions about the video if they understand. Also, we always read. Sometimes we read. I go like for example, use one one paragraph about, for example, if we doing present simple. So like a paragraph about present simple, we read it in group. So everyone read a sentence, Yeah. And at the end, I ask questions about true or false about the story. It's a short story. And I ask questions about it's true or false. So it's like a guide. So we have like a to-do exercise. So it's like a reading as well. But yeah, I made them to speak in general. When sorry, with my classmates, of course. Yeah.
Okay. Training and reading speaking skills. In my case, the teacher encourages her student to reading skills. She doesn't use the other skills because she doesn't have the knowledge to do it. So all things that they explain, she read in the board, and the student have to read in their notebook. All assignatures or she does the same thing in mathematics, in science, in Espanol, Spanish. She's all time reading on the board, reading on the notebook.
Okay. But I think that skill writing is also important. I was reading that writing and reading are the two skills that even natives don't consider that are important. But even natives don't write well in English. Even them
No,
don't write
that's
well in
completely
English.
true. Yeah.
They can listen and speak it, but they difficult the writing, reading. That's I think that's a plus to us.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, that's true.
Okay,
For
I
on in the paragraph that we have to do the order to the skill development is that Angela said. Here in first step you listen, and after that you speak, and the greeting and
ready.
all right, then you do the last in the last one.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, I think that's all. So thank you to all.
Thank you. Okay,
For this time, for share your knowledge and your experience with us.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye, bye, mates.